William Allen here for GetMoreSports.com. We're checking in on the Mountain West Conference, where San Diego State continues their reign. Obviously, Boise State has been a factor in this race the last few years. They come in second last year, tied for first actually a year ago, and this year they're right a game back of the Aztecs once again at 5-1 in conference. But really, what the story is with this conference is everybody outside of those really hasn't stepped up this year. I mean, New Mexico hasn't gained any kind of consistency despite having a Conference Player of the Year candidate in Elijah Brown. UNLV has won 3 straight, but they started 0-3 in conference play. They've won 3 straight since Dave Rice was fired, and now Todd Simon has taken over. Their offensive system has looked light years ahead of what it was. They've scored 84 points, 80 points, and 100 points in those 3 games. So could they be a factor coming down the stretch? Wyoming has yet to gain any traction. Josh Adams is another Player of the Year candidate. However, the Cowboys just don't look like they'll be enough of a factor in the conference race for him to win that award. Utah State is not very good. Obviously, you look at teams like Air Force, they are probably not going to be in the race as well. What this conference really comes down to is, can Fresno State turn it around? Because this was a dark horse team to me. They have a Player of the Year candidate in Marvell Harris. They've got pieces around him. They've really hit the transfer market hard the last few years. Can they turn it around? Because this is a team that is so explosive. And if anybody is going to give trouble to the likes of San Diego State, to the likes of Boise State in this conference, I would think it would be Fresno. I would think it would be UNLV, one of those 2 teams. But they haven't found the kind of consistency needed to show that you can unseat an Aztecs team that has absolutely dominated this conference for the last half decade. I'm also looking to see what kind of March success Boise State and San Diego State can have, because this is a conference that, while it's been rated as one of the top RPI conferences for the last few years, outside of 2 Sweet 16 runs from San Diego State, they haven't made a big-time impact in the NCAA tournament. So I do look at this conference as an extremely interesting one. It may not be as strong up top as it has been in years past. It's still one that we're going to have to consider on Selection Sunday. Is this going to be a 1 or 2 bid league, number one? And number two, will those bids have a chance to make runs come March Madness?